Hello viewer, welcome back. I've got a couple of pieces of yew. It was one length, I've cut it in half. I'm just going to make two little, or try and make two little pieces, maybe a little goblet out the one and a little vase out the other. Never turned yew before, apparently it's got some really nice colours in it. So the first things first, I've got one already between centres in the lathe. As you can see, so I'm going to get a tenon on the one end and then they get the chuck on. Actually I might do, before I put the chuck on, put the tenon on this one as well. Then I won't have to keep swapping about putting the live centre in. I think it's pretty well balanced, but we'll soon find out. I'll just take a little bit more off and then I'll put the angle on with the skew chisel. That's the one, and I'll do the same to the other piece. Now I like the bark to stay on the very base. Whether it will work or not I don't know, it's quite flaky. But I'm going to put a bit of CA glue around just to help it stay on the bottom bit. Doesn't matter about the rest of it, that's coming off. But I'd like just that last half inch or so to stay on if possible. If not, I'll just have to take it off. It's worth a go. Give that plenty of CA and let that soak down in between the bark and the wood, and then I'll get that in the chuck. I'll do the same to the other piece as well. Right, one thing I didn't check was the size of the tenon, but I hope it goes in. If not, I have to put my smaller chuck on because I can't be bothered to change the jaws. Oh, just right. That was lucky. I should have checked really. Right, the next thing is to drill a hole. And yes, I've learnt my lesson. I will be holding on to the Jacob's chuck very tightly. Okay, holes in it. This piece is going to be the goblet, I think. So I haven't gone too deep. Just going to straighten this off a bit. I've just tried taking a little bit of the bark off with a skew chisel, which seems to be working alright. But I've just got to straighten the end up a little bit. That's better. Right, now I'll just start getting a bit of bark off and make it a bit more round than what it is at the moment. That's coming on. I carry on working with this for a while and take quite a big chunk there. It's got to come off. Right, I'm just going to do a bit of hollowing out now. See how it goes. That's a really nice wood to turn. That's beautiful. Really easy to cut, nice and smooth. I've never used it before, but I'll certainly use it again. I'll just carry on hollowing that out now till I've got the basic bowl shape that I want. So I'll see you later. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, that's the inside done now. And so I'm going to sand it down. Now, if you're a bit wary about putting your fingers inside something like this, you get a bit of sandpaper and put it on a piece of foam and stick it on a little stick. Or I get this abranet and I just fold it in half and half again, and then just in you go. I'll just go up through the grits now to 240 maybe, 320, and then apply a bit of the old Yorkshire grit, I think. Right, that's the inside all sanded out, and I'm just going to put a little groove here when the bottom of the bowl goes. So that's where I want to work. Shape the bowl now and take some off the stem. It's lovely wood to turn. Got to take this quite a bit thinner yet. Let's move the camera. That's a better view. Now, as you can see, I've got all this bark trying to come off yet, which will leave it fairly thin. I might just leave a tiny bit of bark on, it depends how it turns down, but we'll soon find out. Yeah, I think I'll be able just to leave a little shade of the bark, but not the real rough stuff. Yeah, that'll do. Just a bit more, and then shape it down here a bit more and take some off the stem. See if I can move that so you can see what the tool actually doing. That's what I wanted. Okay, I'll carry on thinning this down now. Right, now it's starting to get that I want to support the cup end, so I'll do my usual trick and bring the tailstock up, fill this full of paper towel, bring the tailstock up just for that bit of support. I'm just putting a little bit of fine detail around that collar now with this little spindle gouge. It's only a quarter inch I think it is, but it comes in handy for small work like that. I'm not going to do a lot more to this base. I might just take it a little bit longer and leave it emerging. Then again I might not. We'll see how it goes. The reason I'm stopping there is because I don't want to run off the end of the tool rest. So now I should be able to clean that up now. Tiny little ridge there, nothing to worry about really. Just a quick smooth off I think, and I might just leave it at that and part it off once I've sanded it down. Okay, the little goblet's done, and I'll show you when I've finished this one as well. I'll show you both of them together. This is going to be just a little vase with the same base hopefully. Just leave it a bit rough. So first things first, and get a bit of shape on it. Now being as it's a vase, I'm not too bothered about the edge, whether it's perfectly 90 degrees or not, so I might just leave it as it is. That's just roughly where I want to go to. I'll go a bit deeper. Right, get some of this off. That seems to be coming off quite nicely with this big old gouge. Lots to go yet. That's coming on nicely. I'll take a bit more out the inside now. I have drilled the hole, so just a question of widening it up a bit, I think. And so on and so forth. I've got a lot of shaping to take. Just want to be fairly thin at the base and just flaring out to the top. Now that's what I mean about going off the end of the tool rest. Luckily it was only the bark that got a chunk out of it, so I'm not too fussed about that. But I shall have to put it right. I'm just going to carry on like that now until I've got the shape that I want. So I'll see you later. Well, I've got to roughly the shape that I want now, without taking it down too much. I want some nice finishing cuts on there yet. I just want to put a little collar like I did on the goblet, so it's sort of the two match up. So I'll get the little spindle gouge out again and see what I can do. Look who's popped in. Say hello.
Hello.
That's it, you can go now.
Oh, thanks. Well, I didn't say anything.
Right, bye. Bless her. Right, I forgot where I was now. Oh yeah, that bit. I think that's got it, so it's just a question of smoothing this off now. There's quite a few ridges on it, so get it nice and straight and we should be okay. I don't know if you could see that alright, but I'm using this more or less on its side now, just using like the bottom edge. Very, very gentle scraping cuts, and it's giving it a lovely finish. Right, I'm happy with that shape now. The main thing is when you're happy with something, stop. Of course, if you try going a bit further, it usually ends up looking worse. So yeah, I like that. Nice and thin there. That'll do nicely, so I'm going to sand that up now. Usual job, sand it, sanding sealant, coat of polish, part it off, and then I'll show you the finished pair. And there is, or are, U2. And I love that wood. Never used it before. From what I can make out, although I've never actually turned a piece of olive, it seems to me, from what I've heard, it's as smooth as olive is to turn. And the colours, patterns you get on it, really nice. I shall definitely be getting some more of this U. So that is U2, and in case you're wondering, that's the edge. Get it? See? Sorry Mum, you won't get that one. I'll explain it to you sometime. Alright everybody, hope you've enjoyed those. I think they've turned out really well. Very pleased with them. And I'll see you soon for the next one. Bye now.